This is a super quick update. I am officially exhausted. This week has really drained me. We're moving into next week, and I'm going to slow my pace down a lot. I'm going to rest more. I'm going to take more breaks and just relax. That's my resolution with Nano for next week. I'm going to take things a little bit slower. For all those feeling discouraged about their word count, I have a very high word count, but I still want to let you know that I don't like a lot of what I've written. This is an extremely, extremely rough draft. I'm just getting the words out onto the page. I have tons of sections where I've struck out the words because I'm going to go back and delete that. I have sections where I write a paragraph. I absolutely hate it, but instead of deleting, I will rewrite the paragraph in a way that I think maybe is a little bit better. I also have sections where I've highlighted, where I'm not sure about, and when I tend to get super stuck and I just can't seem to think of any more words to move the scene along, I will paraphrase what I want to happen in that section so I can go back and write it in when I have a little bit more creative fuel. So I literally will just have sections reading, in this section I want such and such to say this, and I want this to come across, and I want this to happen, and I want her to feel like this, and this is, there'll even be sections where I'll have, this is the mood I'm trying to create. I'm trying to come across, I'm trying to put across these emotions and this feel. I'm trying to get this tone and I can't quite get it. So, and I will put notes for myself, author notes, in sections where I literally cannot, it's like I have a creative block, and or I just don't feel like writing that part out, or I can't think of exactly how I want to write it out, or the voice of the character isn't coming across exactly how I want it to. Instead, I'll just write author notes to myself, so when I go back and edit, I can try to fill those parts in the way that I would like. So don't be discouraged. Just do what works for you. And if you get stuck, do what you need to get past that and to get to the next point. Just when you get to a part where you're not sure exactly what you're trying to put across or what you're trying to say, write notes to yourself, paraphrase. You can even do stream of consciousness from your characters' perspectives and from their voice in order to sort of try to push yourself to the next part. The main point is, do not allow yourself to get stuck and just stay there. Try to force yourself to move along. Use all these different strategies, or you could always skip ahead to a different scene that you maybe feel more like writing that day. To be honest with you, I'm so freaking over the story at this point. I'm so sick of my characters. I'm sick of just everything. But I tell myself that this is normal. And the thing is that since it usually does take me, you know, several years to write a complete manuscript, or it has in the past, whenever this tends to happen, months would go by without me even cracking open my story again, and then suddenly something would spark, and all of a sudden I'd be interested in my characters. So in the past, I had the choice of, when I just got so sick of the story and of my writing and just started to feel disgusted and just like bored with it all, I would literally take months and months and months off, and I would just have all this time to do something else until all of a sudden inspiration would strike again. With NaNoWriMo, we don't really have that option. It's like 1 month to write 50,000 words. So you don't have time to become bored with your story. You don't have time to get sick of it. You will. I mean, it's happened, it's going to happen, but you have to push through. And the strategies I mentioned earlier are good ways to sort of keep you moving along until you get to a part that is a little bit more exciting to write, or until you wake up one day and all of a sudden you're filled with newfound inspiration and fire. For myself personally, since I want writing to be my forever job, I feel I am called to be a writer, and I hope to one day be a published author. I'm trying to discipline myself to write every day. I'm trying to discipline myself to treat this truly as a job. And although I am passionate about writing, and I am very passionate about creating and about stories and storytelling, I'm trying to treat this as professionally as possible. And to be a professional writer, to be a published author, you have deadlines and you have to discipline yourself to write daily, or at least to write often enough where you can produce a finished product often enough where you can continue to make a living out of it. So I'm using NaNoWriMo as training grounds to sort of retrain myself and discipline myself to write every single day. I have pretty much gotten to 30,000 words. Yes, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm so happy to be over my slump, and I plotted my way through. I wrote a few scenarios and the story opened up a little bit more. So I'm gonna go. I'm going to keep writing, and I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Bye. So, Nano today has been pretty much non-existent. I have not written anything, and I don't think I will. I'm kind of taking a personal day, a break. I have been doing some more plotting, and I've written in my journal, or not my journal, well, my writing notebook. I've written out some things, but in terms of actually sitting down at my computer to write, that has not happened. And to be honest, it probably won't happen today. Instead, I've just been doing other things. I've been busy, you know, doing laundry and cleaning and all that. So that is my short update for today. I've been catching up on all of y'all's vlogs, and I am cheering y'all on with your word counts and sending you tons of encouragement, and hope your writing goes well. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye. So every time I think I'm not going to write something for the day, I get on YouTube, watch an NaNoWriMo vlog, and feel all of a sudden inspired to write. So thanks everybody for your vlogs and for keeping me inspired.
Funny rumors fly, and I know you heard about me, so hey, let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends. Grab your passport and my hand, I can make
Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn ya.